Well, up next, change your financial future. How do you do that? Well, we're going to actually show you how you can change your financial personality. First, we're talking to a New York Times bestselling author right after this. Well, she literally wrote the book on having it all. And Christy Whitman tells me if you want to have it all, you might have to change your financial personality. But do you even know if you have one? And how do we figure that thing out? Well, she is joining us live. You're a New York Times bestselling author, so it's great to have you in the studio with us this morning. First off, explain what this means about all of us having a financial personality. I'm very intrigued.
Well, we all have relationships with money, and based on how we feel is what our relationship is. So if we hear the word money, some people like that word and other people want
cringe.
other people cringe. And so how we feel about money is really our financial personality. Are we in the mode of surviving, like survival mode, or are we in thriving mode? So if we feel good about money, it means we have a good relationship with money. And if we feel bad about money, we have a bad relationship. So if we're constantly feeling anxiety, fear, worry, we're having a bad relationship with money.
So we have on the screen right now some questions that you need to ask yourself. Walk me through these 3 questions that all of us should be going over.
Absolutely. So how do you actually feel when you think about money in general? How do you feel when, do you feel like it's not enough? Do you feel like I have just enough? Or do you feel like, hey, I've got as much as I need, right? So it's like, how do you actually feel when you think about when you attract money, your ability to earn money? Do you feel like it's never enough? So, and how do you feel about holding and keeping and saving money? Because there's many different aspects to money, right? There's the earning of it, there's the keeping of it, there's the spending of it, and then there's the giving of it.
So let's talk a little bit about your story, because this is fascinating. 8 years ago or so, you were $90,000 in debt, and you got yourself out of debt in a year and a half. What's the biggest key? What did you do to help get yourself out of debt so quickly?
Well, 2 aspects, and 2 aspects always about money is that it's the energy that you give out, so the positive aspect of feeling that you have enough. If you feel you're in lack and that you're buried under debt, you're not going to be giving a different vibration off, so you don't feel good about it. So I would feel as if I was abundant, that I was going towards wealth. I was creating wealth.
Even if maybe your bank account didn't reflect that.
Correct.
Okay.
Because we always have a choice in how we perceive something. So if a bill comes in and we feel stressed, like how am I going to pay this? I'm so in debt, which, doesn't feel good. No. We have to then ask ourselves, well, what do I want? How do I want to feel? And so that's what I would do. Every time I was like, I want to feel abundant. I want to feel like I have more than enough. So that was one thing, 'cause that's the metaphysical energy side of things. Then the other thing is, it's like my dad always said, math is, numbers never lie. 1 + 1 = 2. So if you are spending more money than you're actually making, then you're going to find yourself in debt. So I had to look at my situation and say, where can I cut back, and where can I really, do I really need a Starbucks every single morning? Do I need to go to another conference?
You're speaking to the whole newsroom right now about that Starbucks.
I mean, you can still have coffee, but you don't have to go spend $4 on a coffee at Starbucks. I mean, there's ways of cutting back, and it is basic math. So there's the energy of feeling what you want to experience in your life, feeling abundant, feeling the all-sufficiency, having the money to pay for the vacations that you want to have, and all the things that you want to do. But then there's the basic math of, am I spending more than I'm actually making? And where, as a choice, where can I cut back?
Okay, we have a few seconds left. What else are people going to learn when they pick up your book, The Art of Having It All?
Just how to define what having it all is for yourself, because not all of us define what that is. So you get to understand, who am I, what do I want, and not just for my life, but in all aspects of your life. What would you love financially, in your body, in your relationships, every area?
Okay. You're inspiring me. I'm not getting that Starbucks today. Not doing it. Christy Whitman, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your success. Let's send it over to Cam.